Hello, welcome back to Strawberry Jam. We're back here again in the Garden of Katara. This is, I think, episode 7 doing this. So yeah, this is definitely going to be one of the longest series I've made in this series. What? The longest mini-series I've made in this series, I guess. I'm not sure how much more there is after this, but I'm definitely not expecting an ending just yet. So, you know, we might have still a ways to go, as I have said in the last episode. But no worries, we're going to be doing this room today. Okay, so it looks like we start off with... Hold on, what is that? What is that, by the way? Hello? Is that an exit? Is that an exit from here? I mean, it looks like it would be, but it's not. That's an interesting little place. Okay. Oh, whatever it is. Yeah, alright, so let's just start this, I guess. Okay, so it looks like it's a wave dash followed by like a down diagonal here. A jump. Got a couple weird things here. So I think like you get directional. What? You get dashing in some directions. Then it looks like another hyper. I mean, sorry, not hyper. Reverse wave dash into ultra. And then I grab something that falls down. And I can make it through after collecting the ringer. Yeah. Okay. I'll bounce off that. And then ultra again across the collapsing block. Bounce off and then ultra again. I want to dash right into... Wait. Okay, no, hold on. There'll be a zip block coming over here. Huh? Interesting. That ziplock will be going all the way here, and I think because we've only activated the ziplock once from whatever ziplock this is, that ziplock will be all the way on the end. So when I hit the springboard, will I actually activate this ziplock? It looks like at some point I want the ziplock to boost me or something. Oh no, does that ziplock... What? Wait. Is that ziplock going to block me? Maybe I don't want to activate the ziplock so I can get that ringer. I don't know. We get a portal. Is that a moving door? Or was it called differently? I don't know. It looks like at some point I bounce off. I'm supposed to make a lot of distance here. I have a dash. Uh-huh. I need to do some... portaling through the block for some reason. And bounce, bounce. I guess reverse off the pink, bounce off the... bounce off the... Yeah, and then I think like double dash across. That's very confusing. Let's try doing this first. Okay. I want to do a like, what, a reverse super there? Am I not high enough? I'm not high enough. Okay, maybe I have to do a up diagonal. Okay, yeah, okay, I can see it. Okay, so this... I will bounce right off of it. Okay. What? Oh, that thing just went back up. Wait, did I activate it twice? And I need to up diagonal, bounce off. Okay. And then reverse, and then... After that reverse, it's an ultra, jump, reverse, ultra again, then dash left. Okay. So 2 reverse ultras. I didn't expect that to work, but I think it did. I didn't mean to do that, oops. Wait, I'm getting some very odd moves here. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I keep not doing that reverse properly, hold on. Okay. Having to do like a reverse ultra there is kind of awkward. Yeah, because the immediate down diagonal... the immediate down diagonal is a little challenging to pull off. Okay, so that works. I don't think it's I actually don't need to jump there. There's a lot of times where I dash without having to dash, without being required to dash. So like that, it's a bit like that. Okay, I can pull that off, I think. I keep doing that. Which is bad. I think the accidental... Yeah, the accidental change in direction is very, Why don't I buffer that I'm so confused. Why are my reverses not working? I shouldn't have changed direction there. No, also, I tried to dash after that, so that's wrong. Okay. The chaos is beginning. Yeah, that reverse isn't really being a reverse right there. Also, I keep down dashing at the ringer. I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, okay, so... Ooh, having the time that... that as well is going to be a bit of a challenge. I need to spring up a lot higher than I think. I lost a dash. Okay. Need to do a better reverse. Need to do an earlier ultra. What did I do? I think I tried to dash into the spring block, which is not good. I think the most disconcerting part of this room is having to do that up diagonal before the reverse. Yeah, I see I dashed again. I should have dashed. Just jump. Having to do that up diagonal kind of messes with my muscle memory a lot. Usually you never have to do that before a wave dash. But in this case, I think you have to. So like, it's gonna be a completely new combination of inputs that I've never done before. I need to dash horizontally, then bounce off. It looks like at some point, I activated the zip block twice. Because this zip block, unless it's connected to a different system than this one. Oh, hold on. Okay, so... what? Where... So, I noticed that the purple flowers down there are attached to a ziplock, right? That's why it activates the ziplock here. Okay. Oops, I need an up diagonal first. Yeah, like, at some point, I reversed that. I don't know when I did that. Also, I think I need a lot more speed there. So it's almost as if... Okay. What am I doing? Okay, that reverse, yeah, that reverse is tough. Is it because I'm being a bit too high doing that reverse? So that like buffering is not really a valid option? That wasn't really a buffer, that was just a very bad reverse. That was early for an ultra? That's really awkward. Then I have to do a late ultra there. Yeah, see, sometimes I just don't get the reverse. That time I got the reverse, but... what? That was a late ultra. Yeah, okay, just this reverse is just a lot harder than it usually is. Why? I like slide off of it because I don't... Okay, so... Oh, I see. That zip block is activated. It just hides behind something, so I can't actually see it. Which makes me think it's not activated at that point in time. Oh, it's there at the end. You can see it. So, okay, by that moving all the way in. Okay, there's another ziplock here where the purple flowers are, so that's how I get over. Why is there a dash here? Shouldn't I be able to make it without a dash? It's like if I wave dash across here, why in the world would I need a second dash? If I... Huh? Yeah, I don't get this one. I don't understand what's going on here. I know I can fall through the spikes. Maybe grab onto this block when it comes back. And then, I don't know, maybe jump off when I collect the ringer? Is that gonna give me enough space to wave dash across this? I don't know. Oops, that was too late. I did it again. Keep dashing into that. That's definitely just bad. I think it's some muscle memory related thing where I keep dashing into those, even though there's clearly no real reason I should. Also, I think if I lose speed there might be a problem. Also, what have I just done? Yeah, that's so annoying. That is actually really bad. Why did that happen? Okay, I should have down diagonaled again. Stop doing that. That's so annoying. Oh, my muscle memory is like really against me right now. Oh, that has to be later as well. Man. Things... yeah, okay. I think I might need to like slide across the floor to gain the full... Oh. I don't get it. I get way too high. Am I supposed to dash down diagonal? Through there? You know what, maybe. I mean, yeah, an Ultra would fit. So an Ultra would fit. It would give some purpose for this dash crystal. Maybe what I want to do is... Ah, I see. This will bring the ziplock back up, but before that, I want to fall down here, reverse off the pink flowers, and grab the ringer as this ziplock moves to the right, which would throw me into the portal. I see, I think that's exactly what I want. So Ultra, reverse, and then bounce off as the ziplock moves right. Okay. I don't know why I didn't dash up that time. Yeah, see, you can't do those two things in identical manners because one of them requires an instant ultra, the other one doesn't. Or the other one forbids an instant ultra. I don't know if that's supposed to be intentional, or like the designer is like, okay, now you have two different ways of doing this. And then one of them is going to be good here and then the other one is used here. It would be really... it would be, you know, something I could see being done. But that makes me so uncomfortable. Why'd I do that? The fact that I had to do the exact same trick in two different ways. I keep dashing into that as well. The first one doesn't have that problem, but the second one does. Okay, well, I can't do a reverse normally, I guess. Yeah, what? Why? Please, no. I think I just went a bit too late for that. So yeah, you can't actually do a late ultra there either. I had to jump earlier. I tried to slide a bit too much. I dashed again. Ah, jeez. So annoying. Oh, okay, I can do a regular ultra, I think. Oh, sorry, regular wave dash. That doesn't have to be a reverse. Okay, because I go far enough to the right where I can just approach the pink flowers from the right. That's good to know. Yeah, and what is this? I don't know if it's just me being bad, or if like there's a certain circumstance in which this is like a lot harder to pull off. I would hope it's a second, because like the first really will say something about my skill. Also, I need the ultra there. I don't know why. I think I just lost. I lost my. I don't know. I blanked. Jeez. So yeah, see, sometimes I actually make it further. Why is it that sometimes happens and sometimes it doesn't? I'm gonna try buffering a jump and seeing if that actually changes my speed. It does, as you can see. I actually slowed down. So I'm actually required to slide off the floor for maximum ultra speed. I completely blanked out on that as well. Also that as well, I need to up diagonal first. I didn't jump early enough. I did an ultra. Yeah, just re-referencing that idea that I need to jump there, right? So yeah, I think we've made it basically. Now, question is, oh, speaking of, question is, do I need to dash horizontally to actually make it into the portal, or am I gonna be fast enough? Do I need to make it into the portal? Why is the portal useful anyway? Like, it's just a literal like straight line passing through. Why do I need to? Yeah, why would the portal be useful? Is the portal gonna teleport? I don't think it will. Although I do find it really interesting that this last section, like, it looks like I get this ringer last, so like my last bounce is the ringer into the double dash. How in the world am I gonna get to this point afterwards? Do I just bounce off enough so that I can make it through with a single double dash? I don't think so. I feel like the portal is useful in that case. Maybe eventually we'll figure out why we need the portals. I lost a dash. Okay. Nope. Nope. Yep. Of course. Yeah, okay, I think... Oh, that's really interesting. It didn't register... It didn't register my down diagonal. I think it's because I did it too fast. I lost a dash. I guess I didn't extend my wave dash. Oh. Okay. I do have a dash coming out of that. I don't know if that's intended, where I, like, jump over. That looks very, very tight. So I don't know if I was supposed to be able to do that. But if I could have done that, then I just need to dash into the spring, or into the purple flowers. Okay. Yeah, that felt really inconsistent if I'm supposed to pull that off every time. Okay, also, for I don't know why, but for some added challenge, I'm gonna try not grabbing the spring. I don't know if there's a timed element to it. If there is, I don't see it yet. But whatever the case is, because it looks cool, I'm gonna try not to grab onto that and just bounce off of it. I didn't jump. Maybe it's because the game doesn't want to use regular springs if it already has those purple things. Yeah, that rhymed. Like, it would be kind of awkward to have springs in there, right? Because springs will prevent you from being able to grab the wall. But it's very clunky. It's like a bit more than... It makes the level more complicated. Yeah, whoa, what is that? I don't know if I like that or not. Is that intentional? Okay, so... Wait, did I say this just now or am I like forgetting? This thing over here. This thing is supposed to introduce a new concept to me, the cable convulsion trick, where if you immediately dash after jumping off a boost or a zip block or fast moving block, you get a slight boost in your dash. That's exactly the trick that helped us gain a lot of momentum in cable convulsion, and it was a trick that we had to utilize upstairs where the berry room was, which by the way I didn't realize was linked to this mini tutorial, by the way. That's why upstairs that trick seemed so impossible. It seemed just out of nowhere. It's actually introduced right here. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that I didn't like that trick upstairs. With this in mind, I now find it a little bit more acceptable. So yeah. What? Yeah, okay. See, that jump is bad, right? Oh, not... Yeah, that jump is weak. Oh, that jump is high. It's also weak because it's not far enough. So I think I do have to use the caper convulsion. I'm just gonna keep calling it the caper convulsion trick. It's definitely not the first trick to be introduced in one level without having a proper gym, without having a proper gym section for it. I would say it's probably a bit too small. I don't like that diagonal. I keep forgetting to do a buffet. Not a buffet, but like an instant jump afterwards. Ah, okay, I have to dash earlier there. Definitely not the first trick to not have its designated gym section. I would say the reason is probably because it's too small of a trick. Oh, I keep doing that. Can I jump from a portal? I don't think I can. So for example, Puffer Supers were introduced in... Puffer Transportation Company back in Intermediate Lobby without having an official... I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, okay, so that's what that horizontal dash indicator is for. It literally means to dash horizontally. Is it here as well? It's here as well, okay. So yeah, it's showing a real... Oops, that was early. Showing an actual correlation there. Anyway, yeah, Alpha Supers didn't have an official gym section. However, they are used in other levels without proper tutorials. Such as, if I remember correctly, Madeline the Bubble had one. The tower, the clock tower level. Crap, what's it called? The one by Fonda. Crap, I forget. I'm sorry, I forgot what that level was called. Ah, that was early as well. Maybe I just didn't do a proper... Oops. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta focus. I haven't really been doing very well at all. Ah, yeah, again, early, okay. I mean late. Wait, did I say early? I meant late. I need to jump and dash. Like, I just lose all my ability to do anything after that. I don't know if it's me trying to figure out what to do or if I just forget. Aha! That was in fact correct. Okay, so it's a jump and dash. I don't know why it made such a noise when I figured out that was the right thing to do. That was definitely the right thing to do. I don't know why I was so proud of it. Aha. I don't know. Well, now we have that. I lost a dash. Oh, basically ready to solve the entire room. Just do it entirely. I need to reverse there. Yep. Nope, that was early. Oops. Whoa! Look at that. Oh gosh. Yep, yep. Okay, I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Whoa. Okay. I think I would have just made it if I just let myself go to the portal without having to dash right. I think. Did I dash right? Or did I dash? I don't even remember where I dashed. That's kind of awkward. Where I just like did it without like recording it in my brain. What was I doing? I don't know. It was all just pure muscle memory at that point. Oh, okay, yeah, I buffered a jump there. I actually buffered a jump like several times there, which made it very awkward. Every time I'm consciously doing something. Oh, I'd be a bit higher. Okay. Or maybe I have to up diagonal, I don't know. It looked like I barely made it out. I would barely make it out alive if I just dash horizontally twice. Whoa, brain lagged again. It's fine. That was late, maybe? I don't know. Yep, buffer the jump. Interesting. Nope, that was way too late of a dash. Nope, I dashed before I jumped. That's also completely incorrect. Why did I do that? I did it again. Man, it's the exact same way I died like just now. Oops. Alright, anyway. Whoa. Slid the ground. I slid on the ground for too long? Hey, alright, there you go. That definitely took a while, didn't it? Alright, nothing here. Okay, well that was a room. Okay, we are in a transition area, I can tell, because there's nothing here. Okay. I'm out of the water for a bit here. You can tell because the music isn't muffled. Oh, it's because I'm like, there's like a bit of headroom as you can see there. Okay. Okay. Is there anything up there? I don't think I can get up there. Alright. Ooh, wait a minute, this looks really promising. This looks really promising as a last room. That is a last. Oh, wow. Hey, that's really cool. Okay, we've reached the last room. Okay, I don't know if there's anything here, but I don't think there is. Look, that thing up there is very, very suspicious. Those spikes are like slightly lowered by a platform, and I don't know if there's anything in between there that I can sort of sneak through. Looks pretty challenging to sneak through if you ask me, though. Oh, you can die here. Of course you can. Okay. Is there anything... I can't collect these. Is there a room here? There has to be a room here. No, it's another one of these, little... Ah, jeez, why'd I do that? Another one of these, stargazing? Or view-gazing levels. One of these places where you can have a very nice view. Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, I think that's gonna be it. That is this level done. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to try to make a hard ultra, but I dashed the wrong direction. Oops. Oh well. 5 hours flat, that's actually really, really nice. Well, I say 5 hours flat, we kind of did it in a bit more than 5 hours. Any berries you missed? We did not miss any berries. Very nice. And 2,000 deaths. That is very normal for a radar expert, I would say. Do we have a journal nearby? I think we should. Yeah, right here. Okay, so the sticker. Should be a nice looking sticker, I hope. I don't really see anything right now that really fits there. I don't have the, what's that term for like when... Object permanence. I don't have the object permanence to figure out what was here before and what is here now. Okay, there's the one down there beside the clock. Oh, well, near the two clocks. The stopwatch and the clock. That one is, I think, like a stone structure that is like wrapped around in branches or vines. That's how I'm seeing it. So yeah, I think that's the one. Stats say 2000. Yeah, so this is a lot easier than psychokinetic in terms of death count, even for the minimum dash. Sorry, the minimum death thing. We definitely spent a lot more deaths on psychokinetic. It did take us more time. Fortress Fall. No, Fortress Fall was less deaths, but I think each attempt took longer. Chromatic Complex, I think it's just a regular... Yeah, Chromatic Complex and Garden of Kutara are like your normal levels compared to their times taken. Alright, that's cool. Right now, every berry is accounted for so far, so we can move on to the next level with... Well, I say nothing to worry about, but I don't mean that, because there are a couple more things I want to do before we get to the hard side. That is firstly, the Mosaic Garden Secret Room. That one we visited, but we never actually did. That one uses Grandmaster Tech. And the other one is actually Sky Usurper. The last room I never actually showcased on this channel. I did it, but I never showcased it because I think the lag was too big. And then on XM, I was trying to practice the room, I think I accidentally made it through. And I just decided to call it there. So yeah, we're gonna have to go back and actually do that room on camera again. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, next episode we're moving on to Narrow Hollow. Let's see if I can make it there right now. Okay, so where are the rest of the empty bottles? Alright, we have the 3 here. Okay, let's just check if this one is the one first. Narrow Hollow by It's a Brody. Okay, definitely looks like the one that we're looking for. Alright, hi. We are working with Kevin's here, I guess. Another Kevin map. Have Kevin's only been around in like... No, we have had Kevin's in other lobbies. I think Sands of Time was one level with Kevin's in it. Yeah, alright. We'll do this next episode. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.